بسم الله الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن والاه. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. We're starting with new unit الوحدة الثانية. الوحدة الثانية means the second unit. Okay. الوحدة you can translate as a unit or as a chapter. Okay. Right. And الثانية is the second. So we'll be starting with the first lesson of our second unit. Here we have الدرس السابع. So what happening here, what's the book is doing, they're continuing with the lesson number. Okay, so instead of starting with lesson 1 in the unit 2, they're just continuing with the previous lesson, which was الدرس السادس, 6th lesson. So today we have الدرس السابع, 7th lesson. Okay, the title of the lesson is الطبيب. الطبيب means the doctor. Okay, الطبيب is the doctor. Okay, we have alif lam, so we have the. So the first word we have is عيادة. The word is written right here, عيادة. عيادة is a clinic. Okay, a clinic. And the next word we have سماعة. سماعة, it can refer to anything that we use to listen, to hear. Okay, so for example, we use سماعة can refer to headphone, earphone, and also in the context of the hospital clinic, it means the stethoscope, right? The one that the doctor uses for listening to your chest, right? This one. Then we have طبيب. Okay, so this is this. We have الطبيب, which was the definite, the doctor. طبيب, which, you know, tanwin, طبيب is a doctor. Okay. Then we have مريض. مريض is a sick person. Okay, someone who's sick. Okay. Then we have سرير. سرير is bed. Okay. Then we have مشرط. مشرط is something is used by the doctor to like cut, like, you know, scalpel. This word, you know, honestly speaking, it's not super important. So if you learn it, that's fine, and if you find it difficult, that's fine. Okay, مشرط. Then we have dawa. Dawa is medicine. Okay, dawa is medicine. So in the next page, we have a few sentences. The first one says الطبيب يفحص المريض. Okay, الطبيب يفحص المريض. So we understand what الطبيب means, the doctor. So we have a new verb, يفحص. What is يفحص means? يفحص is to check. You know, the doctor checks when you examine a patient. So we have المريض is patient. Okay. So again, مريض, you can translate as a patient, a sick person, right? It's the same thing. So الطبيب يفحص is the doctor is checking or examining the patient. Okay, makes sense? So again, this is what kind of verb it is? It is present tense, and it means, it refers to as a he. Okay, and this he is referring back to الطبيب, the doctor. Okay, so then we have المريض يتناول الدواء. So المريض يتناول الدواء. Al-Marid, we know what Al-Marid means. Yatanawal, we have another verb. Again, it starts with ya, so we can think it's a present tense and is in the he form. So it means to يتناول means it has many different meanings, right? So the meanings we get from the context here, it means to take. You know, you take something. Okay. So al-maridu yatanawalu dawa. We know the dawa is medicine. So he's saying the patient is what? Taking the medicine. Okay. So it's in the present tense. Okay. The patient is taking the medicine. Then we have at-tabibu yumsiku samma. Okay. So by the way, we know these rules that when we have an object, okay, it gets a fatha, right? Okay. And when you have a subject, it gets a dhamma. Okay. For example, the sentence that we have here, at-tabibu yumsiku. Yumsiku is what? To hold something. Okay. So yumsiku. So now who's holding? How do we know who's holding? We look for the dhamma. Okay, so at-tabibu, he's the one who's holding at-tabibu. And he's holding what? We're looking for the object. So object of the verb is fatha. He's holding as-samma. Okay, that's stethoscope. So we can translate the doctor is holding the stethoscope. I have no idea how to spell this. You can find the spelling. So okay, so that's what it means. So but the verb is very important. Yumsiku, it means to hold. Okay, you can say he is holding the book. Yumsiku al kitaba. Okay, or the doctor is holding the book. At-tabibu yumsiku al kitaba. Okay, he's holding the book. He's holding the pen. At-tabibu yumsiku al qalama. Okay, at-tabibu yumsiku al qalama. You understand? So all of these verbs are very important. And then we have al-maridu yanamu ala sarir. Al-marid is what? The sick person or the patient. Yanamu is to sleep. To sleep. So the sick person, the patient, is sleeping on. We have ala. Ala is on as-sarir. Why do we have kasra here? Because of the preposition, right? On the bed. Okay. Now we should be quite comfortable with some of these grammar rules. Okay. So we have, when we have a preposition, we put kasra, right? We've studied those in the unit 1, right? And when we have an object of a verb, then we put fatha, right? Here we have a fatha. So yumsiku, what is he holding? He's holding a samma. Okay, so we put fatha on the samma. And for everything else, when there is no reason, the default is dhamma. Okay, so we have a tabibu with dhamma. Okay, in verbal sentence, what happens is when we have a dhamma, because every verb needs a doer, right? We talked about this one. Every verb needs someone who is doing that action. Okay, so that doer is indicated as a pronoun in the verb itself. Okay, so here is indicating he, but then we can also specify who is that he. Here we're specifying that the doctor is the one who is holding. And then in that such case, we indicate that the doer is by using dhamma. Okay. So that means at-tabibu is the one who is holding. What is he holding? He's holding a samma, which is the object, and we have fatha. Okay. At this point, we should be a little bit comfortable with some of these ideas. Okay. And we'll be getting lots of this kind of sentence. So inshallah, it's going to be very easy. Now we have lots of vocabularies related to our body parts. Okay. So let's see what we have. We have ayn. Aynun is what? Eyes. It's eye. Okay. Sha'r is what? Hair. Okay. Udhun is ear. Then we have fam is mouth. Okay. Then we have raqaba, not raqaba. Yeah, you can say raqaba. Raqaba is neck. Okay, raqaba is neck. Then we have qalb. Qalb is heart. Okay. Sadr. Sadr is chest. Okay. Then we have dhira'. Dhira' is arm. Okay, it's arm. Then we have ruzq. Ruzq is the wrist, right? Sounds like wrist. Ruzq is wrist. Yad is hand. Okay. Isba, which is finger. Okay. Then this is asabi'. Asabi' is fingers. It's a plural. Fingers. Okay. Okay, that's a plural. Then we have rijl. Rijl is leg. Okay. Then we have qadam. Qadam is foot. Okay, qadam is foot. So we have a lot of this. So we learned a lot of body parts. So I can give you another one. For example, the head is ra'as. Ra'sun is head. Okay. Then they give you more. So the face, wajhun. Wajhun is face. Okay, face. Dhufrun. Dhufrun is finger. Sorry, nail. Excuse me. Dhufrun is nail. Okay. And then we have dhahrun, which is back. Okay. Now we have here dirs. Dirs is the back teeth, the molar teeth. Okay, is the back molar. Molar. That's how you spell molar. Molar teeth or tooth. I'll just write teeth. Okay. So they give you the back teeth, but they didn't give you the normal teeth. So that's not nice. So I can give it to you. So sin is a tooth, but when you talk about the teeth, is asnan. Asnan. Just like English, we use teeth more than tooth. In Arabic also, the word asnan is used more, which is teeth. Okay. Then we have lisan. Lisan is tongue. Okay, tongue. All right. So there are a lot of words. So we have to memorize all of them. Okay. So we have to learn these words. Now we have at-tadribat. Okay. The exercises. At-tadrib al-awwal, the first exercise, as always, it gives you the list of the words that we have memorized. So, as always, you have to memorize all of these words and then come back and make sure when you look at them, you can pick any words randomly and make sure you know. Sadr, what is sadr? Sadr is what? Chest. You pick any one of them randomly. Wajhun, what is wajhun? Is face. Interesting, they put asnan here in the vocabulary list, but I don't think they put that one in the lesson. So that's fine. That's good. Asnan. So what is it? Teeth, right? So so we have, for example, sarir. Sarir is bed. Then we have this verb yatanawal. Yatanawal was what? To take, which means he is taking, right? So make sure you memorize all of these words and then go through randomly, or you can go through one by one. That's not the problem. You know, make sure you know all of them. Okay, these are very important words. Next, at-tadrib al-thani, we have marid. Okay, so what we have basically we have this picture we have to match, which is not that difficult. So what does it look like? Looks like a doctor. So we have to match with doctor, which is tabib. Or you can just yeah. So this is what sarir. Okay, here's the sarir, which is a bed. So then we have at-tadrib al-thalith, the third exercise. Here we have to correctly put the body parts in Arabic language, right? So this is something, you know, obviously we have to memorize them and then we can do it. For example, this one is going to be what? Ain. Okay. It's going to be ainun. Okay, so it's going to be fam. Okay, anf, nose. Okay, so it's something that we just went through the whole thing, so there's no point for me to write them down. But this is something that you should do after memorizing all of these words. It's one of the best exercise here, right? Don't skip it. Make sure you do that. Then we have at-tadrib al-rabi', the fourth exercise. Looks like we're getting some of the previous words. Tufah. So what's going on? Basically, they're showing ta, the harf ta. There are ta in many different places in a word. So in the beginning, tufah. In the middle, maktaba, right? And in the middle, maktab. Maktab is library, maktab is desk. And also in the middle, kitab is book, right? Then now they're doing the same thing with dal, dajaj, chicken, daraja, dawa, sunduk. Okay, you understand? And these are all old words, so you should know them by now. Then we have ain, we have the ain in the beginning. Then we have sama'a, okay? Then we have yas'ad. Yas'ad is a verb, remember, is to climb up. Then we have isba'. Isba' is a finger, okay? The next tadrib, at-tadrib al-khamis, it's one of those listening exercise. Again, something that you can go through them. It's basically showing the difference between noon and dal. Shouldn't be that difficult. Okay, so basically dar and nar, you should know the difference when you hear them. Okay, yeah, it's something that you can do it yourself, inshallah. Okay, now we have at-tadrib al-sadis, the sixth exercise. Here we have more sentences, right? But these sentences are a little bit different than the one that we had just a little while ago. Okay, the previous sentence, what we had, maybe I could write it down. It was at-tabibu yafhasu al-marid. Okay, just to confirm, let's go back and see if that's what we had. Here's at-tabibu yafhasu al-marida. So what's the difference? Looks like it exactly same words, it just in different order. Okay, the first one we had at-tabibu, then in the middle we had the verb. So how did we translate? We translated the doctor. Okay, the doctor examining, checking, right? The patient. Okay, so that's what we had before. Now we have the verb in the beginning. يفحص الطبيب المريض. So what's going on here? In Arabic language, you can, when you have a verb in a sentence, you can start with the verb or you can start with the noun. Both of them are allowed. Okay, so for example, if we translate this one, يفحص الطبيب المريض, it would mean exactly the same thing here. We would translate this thing exactly the same way. So basically, when we translate both of these sentences, it means the same thing in English. Okay, الطبيب يفحص المريض or يفحص الطبيب المريض. Both of them means the doctor examining the patient. Okay, so why is there a difference? That's something that we'll learn later, but right now the book is trying to show you that both of them are allowed in Arabic language, as long as you keep up with the ending of these words, which is super important, right? As long as you keep where the Dhamma is and you keep where the Fatha is, you can interchange, you can change the sentences without any problem. You can start with Tabib or you can start with the verb. Basically, you can start with the subject, just like in English, we have the subject first, subject, then we have a verb, and then we have object. So here we have the subject, then we have verb, and we have object, right? You can, but in Arabic, you can also do the verb first, verb, subject, and object. In English, you cannot do that, right? You cannot start with the verb. So this is something that the book is showing you right now, that both of them are fine. Both of them are allowed. They mean the same thing, okay? As long as I said, you keep this harakat properly, okay? So if the first one had fatha on the marida, then you need to have fatha on the marida also. Okay, the first one had dhamma on at-tabibu, you need to put the dhamma on tabibu. Basically, why? Because basically we are indicating, because we're shuffling through these words, we still need to keep track of who is the subject, who is the object, okay, or what is the subject and what is the object. So how do we indicate this? In English language, we don't have to do anything because it's just as, that's how we write it. We write the subject first, then the verb, then the object. There's nothing we can do about that, right? In Arabic, we can shuffle things around. That's why we have to make sure we keep these indications. So the Dhamma indicates that this is the subject, okay? And then the Fatha indicates this is the object. So that helps you, helps us translate properly, okay? So it cannot be like, it cannot be that the sick, the patient is checking the doctor. But if you make a mistake, for example, if you make a mistake and you put fatha here, of tabiba, and you put dhamma here, I put dhamma here in the al-maridu, then that's exactly what it would mean. What's going to happen? Then automatically al-maridu will become the subject and al-tabiba will become the object. There's nothing wrong with this statement from the grammatical perspective. Even in Arab, anybody who understands the Arabic language, they will not complain, but they will translate differently. They will translate that the sick, the patient is examining the doctor. You understand? So this is super important, how the whole meaning can change, right? Based on where you're putting the fatha and where you're putting the dhamma. Okay, so basically the fatha indicates the object and the dhamma indicates the subject in the verbal sentence. Okay, makes sense? So we just have to keep track of this. So bottom line, we can start with the subject just like English. We can say at-tabibu yafhasu al-marida, but we can also start with verb yafhasu at-tabibu al-marida, which is something that we cannot do in English language. Make sense? جيد. The next one we have yumsiku at-tabibu as-samma. Same thing, we're just having the verb in the beginning. Next one we have al-maridu yanamu ala sarir. Okay, so we have a little bit different here. So al-maridu yanamu is to sleep. Okay, we got this one before, right? Just quickly, not sure if we had this. Yeah, this is exactly the same. This is exactly the same. Okay, so this one is exactly same. The patient is sleeping on the bed. Okay. جيد. So now we have يتناول. Here again we're bringing the verb before. يتناول المريض الدواء. So the patient is taking the medicine. يتناول means what? To take. Okay, so this is very important for us to understand few things here. Number one, in Arabic language, we can start with the subject, the noun. Okay, we can also start with the verb. Both of them are allowed. And in English translation, at this point, they both will mean exactly the same thing. Okay, we cannot translate these two in any different way. Okay, both of them we have to say the same. We have to have the same translation. There are some subtle differences, something that we'll study them later, but for now, they mean the same thing. So another things we learned is that we have to make sure that we keep the dhamma and fatha in the proper words, okay? Because the dhamma indicates which one is the subject and the fatha indicates which one is the object, okay? جيد. Now we have التدريب السابع. We have some more sentences. It says المدرس يمسك القلم. Okay, so it's giving you more example with the verb يمسك, which is to hold. Okay, to hold. So the teacher is holding what? Al-qalama. So qalam is the object, and that's why we have the fatha. So we have al-mudarrisu yumsikul kitaba. Okay, the teacher is holding the book. Al-mudarrisu yumsikul masaha. Okay, masaha is what? Eraser. Okay, so the teacher is holding the eraser. Then we have al-mudarrisu yumsiku at-tabashir. At-tabashir is chalks. Okay, okay. Then we have at-tadrib al-thamin, the eighth exercise. These are here it's showing you a word that's starting with fatha for the jim. Okay, so jazar, we know what jazar is, carrot, right? Starting with kasra. Jism, jism is body. Did we get this word? Maybe not, but it's a very important word. Okay, jism is body. Okay, then we have a word that's starting with dhamma, jubn, which is cheese. Okay, now they're showing with kha, kharita. You know what kharita is? Map, right? Khiyar, khiyar is cucumber, and khubz, khubz is bread. So at-tadrib al-tasi', the ninth exercise, it's again, these are the exercise is probably will help you with the writing. Okay, but also do make sure that you understand, you know the meaning of these words. Okay, sunduq, basal, okay, yafhas, yafhasu, right? Then we have at-tadrib al-ashir, the 10th exercise. Samakun is what? Samakun is fish. And bab is what? Bab is door. Okay? Yep. I think so. We're done with our first lesson in the unit 2. Inshallah, I will see you in the next one. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.